Hello, and welcome back to another episode on Farming Simulator 25. In our previous episode, we planted one field. Hopefully we can beat that record today. Let's actually start tabbing around and see what we got going on. Alright, this one finished fertilizing our grass field. We need to get to the Vultra here, and let's get this going on the rolling. Alright. AI workers doing their thing. Excellent. We are down to $23,000 and we need quite a bit more. So I am thinking that we should try to go sell some stuff. I don't know if we have really enough wood planks and beams to really go sell, but we can use an influx of cash, to be honest. I did go looking for some modded seeders, and I couldn't really find any that were a direct drill that had a decent size. But I did see an add-on that allowed any of the in-game seeders and planters to be turned to a direct drill. So I think that might solve our problem. Alright, what I am going to do now is head up over to our sawmill, load up some of our wood beams and long planks, and then I'll stop off at the cement factory, load up what we can, and we will sell all this stuff in the hope of making some kind of money. Hopefully enough to at least start expanding our fleet of planting vehicles, because last episode made it abundantly clear that I'm gonna need some bigger stuff, and probably much more than just one at a time. And of course, to make this a little bit easier on you guys, I'll do all this as a time lapse. So I will see you when we get to the temple as we are selling. Here we are at the temple. Gonna go ahead and sell off this load of lumber and cement and see what kind of money we can make. Nice, that's gonna come in very, very handy. Alright, looks like the AI worker went ahead and finished rolling that one field. I'm gonna go ahead and move it to the next. I'm gonna park this back up at our yard, and I'm gonna go sell those cement bricks that's sitting on our little truck. I'm gonna go ahead and do this as a jump cut. I'll meet you at the warehouse as we sell off the bricks. We are just about to get to the warehouse. I realize we don't really come here all that often, but that is quite alright. I believe this is where the trigger's at. Nice. It's an extra $20,000. Very good. So now we're up to $172,000. I feel like I can buy something now. Now let's actually take a look, see if that's true or not. We still have this Voltra on sale, but that won't help me as much as actually looking to get some larger implements. How much? Oh my gosh, these are still too expensive. So I'm still short, man, like 30,000, 35,000. Bummer. I don't know what else we have to sell. Well, I'm going to do another jump cut real quick. I'll meet you back at the yard, and we'll see if we can squeeze out some more stuff to sell. Here we are back at the farm, and I was taking a quick look around, and obviously I can sell some of the lettuce, I can sell some of our mushrooms or bread or flour, if I really need to, or even some of our short planks. But I'm genuinely trying to keep those stockpiled until their perfect month to sell for maximum price. And I was trying to figure out if I was going to sacrifice some of those. I realized we do have some equipment that we don't really need anymore. So let me try to sell all this stuff off real quick. We got a couple small trailers, this small set of rolls. We'll sell that off, and hopefully that brings us closer to our target. And that way, we don't have to sell off any of this stuff off season. You know what? Actually, let me take a look and see what time 1 month is best for spinach as well. If I remember right, that one didn't really matter too much. Yeah, it's only like a $30 difference per 1,000 liters. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. The restaurant is actually pretty close, or even higher than the normal, but the farmer's kiosk gives us a bonus. So, okay, we'll sell some spinach as well after I get done selling some of our equipment that we don't need anymore. I am going to do this on a time-lapse. That way you don't have to watch me drive back and forth to the store getting rid of stuff. And hopefully we'll have enough to buy a large seeder, which hopefully will be just in time to seed that large field. I'll see you when we are done selling off all of our obsolete stuff. we are at the store, I went ahead and finished selling some of our obsolete equipment. That header I sold because we're going to be using the MacDon for the grain. I don't really need that. And it's going to be a while before I start planting anything else that kind of header would be used for. And I'd prefer to purchase the Flex MacDon one for the combine so that it doesn't kind of, get stuck on any of the fields, or if any of the fields aren't flat enough, it can't harvest some of the crop. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and purchase a seeder. And I believe this is the largest one at 15 meter working width. So let's customize that. Nice, there's really nothing to add on to it except it's got a 9 mile per hour working speed. Let's actually increase that to 15. And luckily that doesn't really cost anything, so we shall buy this. And we will also buy some extra fertilizer and seed. Actually, we have some seed, but let me get the fertilizer first. Expensive stuff. I'll also get a little bit of extra seed only because we're going to be using it anyway. I'm going to connect this tractor to it really quick just to load it up and bring it over to our red tractor. And I'm not sure if I should keep the yellow seeder as well. I might for now, just because it can purely kind of assist with some of the smaller fields. Wow, 4 bags of fertilizer did not fill it up. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this off. So ideally, I think what I would need to do is I would need to get 2 of these seeders, as well as 2 of our red tractors, and then that will allow me to really kind of start planting everything that needs to be planted at a much quicker pace, which is kind of necessary because I don't really want to be stuck doing 2, 3, or 4 episodes of planting if I can knock it all out in the proper month. Alright, let's hop into our red case tractor here. Alright. So I believe enable direct drilling is Control D. So that should work pretty well. I hope. We shall see. This is not working? Oh, bummer. So apparently the mod does not work with the AI workers. Well, that's alright. I can go ahead and seed them myself. Let's just turn on these rocks really quick. Alright. Well, that is unfortunate because that defeats the purpose of being able to get 2 of them and have AI workers work with them. Let's turn around real quick and we'll see what this thing can do. Alright, let's check it out, see if it's actually doing what it needs to do. Except for some reason I don't have my settings set up properly. Alright, let's see. Wheat is growing. Oh, oops, did I plant wheat? Oh, that's fine. I think what I'll do is let me hop into the Vulture really quick. Or not, since apparently I have no idea why the AI worker was going so slow and not getting this done. AI worker's been kind of buggy today. I don't know if you noticed when I came across the Vulture just sitting in the next field up on a hill stuck on a light pole. I was like, alright buddy, I guess that's what it is today. Alright, we'll go ahead and move these out of the way. I'm going to throw the Vulture on the yellow cedar, and what I'll do is I'll seed barley into that other small field. Which field is that? Field number 6. So I guess I'll have 2 smaller fields of barley and 3 bigger fields of wheat. And I'm gonna need to figure out another option. I assumed the mod that just allows you to turn any of the seeders or planters into a direct drill would have been nice, since the AI workers could work with it too, but apparently the AI workers cannot. So I gotta find another option. So I don't mind seeding and planting everything myself. Unfortunately, we have so much land. I need the option to have AI workers do stuff, even if they're not completely reliable at the moment. Alright, and in that case, I'm going to go ahead and knock this out myself really quick, and this will be most likely our last time lapse. Alright, I'll see you guys when we are done. Welcome back. Well, we pretty much finished seeding both of these fields. I'm going to bring the Valtra over to our production yard, hop back onto the rollers, roll the small field as I kind of clean up the small little bit I missed in seeding. And I think that'll be pretty much it for today's episode. Off screen, I'm going to go ahead and finish rolling this big field in front of us, and then I'll advance the month forward. I might stack some pallets and stuff in between, maybe bring some wood to the sawmill, because that really isn't terribly exciting to watch. Whoopsies. I guess I should focus more. I don't want to damage my equipment. So one of the things I noticed on the large seeder I just purchased was that the mod I have to pick up the speed didn't actually work. So I don't know if I messed something up when I purchased it, though I don't think so. Or maybe for some reason that mod isn't working at the moment. Not that it's too big of a deal, because that seeder is large enough that it actually went pretty quickly. Oops. Alright, let's see. Let's pick this up real quick. I think I just missed a small spot down over here. Now I'm laughing because I sold that small roller, but I'm like, man, I could have used both right now. Isn't that the way it always goes? I'm not exactly sure what to do as far as this mod for a direct drill goes. If I do it, it's actually pretty quick and not too bad, so I don't mind it. And I don't mind, you know, having to seed everything myself. It's just we have so many fields and so many jobs that it's nice to be able to throw some AI workers on it. Maybe I'll keep an eye out for a decent size seeder that is also a direct drill, so then it won't be, you know, an issue. Until then, I can just run this one and either replace this yellow bednar seeder with something a little bit bigger that is also a direct drill, or just kind of keep it as is and have the AI worker work on that one while I pull this one. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a great day.